Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan. And hey, if you love Bethesda games and you're not a subscriber yet to the KingFanMan channel, why not? I talk about Bethesda all the time. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell too, so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Today we're going to look at a really cool new location that Bethesda snuck into the game during the Steel Rain update that may hint to some upcoming content for Fallout 76. It also points to some future, and I mean way in the future, content that we saw in another Fallout game. Now, Bethesda is always good at giving us some surprises with almost every update, which is why it's always good to explore the world, especially after one of these big updates. And this one is no disappointment. So let's jump right into this new location and what it might mean for the future of Fallout 76. The location we're going to be talking about today is located just southeast of Monongah Mine and just north of Fort Atlas. It is a place where the Blood Eagles are constructing what looks to be a large arena. And when I say large, I mean large. It is a massive, sprawling complex. Now, this is an area that used to be an unmarked location where there was a train and a large tower. In fact, I used to have a home inside this tower. It used to have a hole that you could crawl down in, but they've actually patched the hole so you cannot do that anymore. But the Blood Eagles have taken up residence here and made this huge steel dome. But for what purpose? That's what we're going to be looking at today. Well, the first clue as to what is going on in this location is when you start exploring, there are literally robot parts scattered everywhere. They're in the train cars, they're in the little buildings and outcroppings, they're everywhere. Now, what would these Blood Eagles be doing with all of these robot parts? Well, within the first little cubicle you come to on the right, you actually find a note. The note begins, Killbot Parts Inventory. So this is a list of parts needed to create Killbots. In fact, the note goes on to say, Buzzsaw compiled a list of robot parts needed to create these Killbots he told us about. Well, what is a Killbot? Well, I think we're going to come to a pretty good conclusion as we continue searching around this steel dome. It's obvious they are trying to create some kind of robots, either to fight other robots or to fight people inside this arena. Now, speaking of this arena just for a moment, there are viewing areas all around the top with glass, and there are sitting areas around each of these glass portions. Plus, there is one special area with a special seat that looks like where the head raider can sit and watch whatever is going on down below. So it's very obvious this is an arena built for some kind of sport, again, either for robots to battle it out, we already know that robots are involved, or for robots to battle people down in this metal dome. Now, this is a question. Is Bethesda going to make this part of new content that is coming? Are we actually going to get to see this take place? Or are we actually going to get to be involved in some of this? Well, hold on. I think I have some evidence for that as well. Once you're inside the arena, you can definitely tell it's a fighting arena. You can see the multiple places where the robots will come out, even different sizes of the places where the robots will come out. You can see explosives scattered around, oil slicks, even radiation out in the middle. Then you can also see cars and rocks in different places for things to hide behind, either the robots or people to hide behind as well. Now, as I was looking around, I was trying to see any clues whether this is going to be robot against robot or robot against human. Of course, I was looking for any skeletons or dead bodies or anything like that, and I didn't find anything until I started looking a little closer, and I started finding some spattering of red material on the rocks and on the cars and on the trucks and on the ground, and it does appear very strongly that it is going to be robot versus human inside this arena. So these killbots are being made for the pleasure of these Blood Eagles to watch as they combat against those that the Blood Eagles capture. In fact, in cages around the arena, you find some unfortunate souls that have been caught but didn't make it long enough to survive to go to the arena. So will we get a chance to fight in this arena against these killbots? Well, possibly so, but you may be saying, KingFanMan, well, why isn't Bethesda doing this now? One thing I will say, this place is still under construction. As you can see from the massive cranes up top, there are still steel beams that are not put up yet. It looks like they're going to finish the dome over the top. You can also walk the top and find blowtorches everywhere to see that this place is still under construction, which is another neat thing that Bethesda has done in other locations to let you know that something is not quite finished yet, but they're going to do it in the future. Now, at this point, I was super excited with everything that I had found and pretty confident that this was going to be some future content in Fallout 76. But then I came across a final note that really excited me and was really the reason that I made this video. The title of the note is Care to Test Your Metal? Now we'll come back to that title in a minute because I do believe it means something. But the note starts out talking about the construction of the metal dome, that it's just started off. Now this does go back to what we were just talking about, that many times Bethesda puts construction in, showing that there is future content coming to the game. And then it just talks about where they're going to get the building materials to finish their metal dome. But now look down to the very last two lines of the note. It says, Buzzsaw has also been talking about breaking off from the Blood Eagles and forming a new faction, calling it the Rust Eagles or something, turning the metal dome into some kind of tournament for all to join. Now there's so much here and it's all exciting. So this group of Blood Eagles wants to break away from the other Blood Eagles and just focus on their arena, their metal dome, and make it a tournament for all to join. I believe that includes us. That goes back to the title of the note, Care to Test Your Metal? Well, that is the future content, that we are going to get to come here and battle the robots that they made. Also, look to their name. Now this is huge. The Rust Eagles or something. Does that sound familiar? Well, if you played Fallout 4, it should, because in the Fallout 4 DLC Automatron, there was a group of raiders called the Rust Devils, and their specialty was, yes, you guessed it, robots. So is Bethesda just giving a nod to the Rust Devils, or are they actually showing where the origin of the Rust Devils came? Now I know we're hundreds of years from Fallout 4, but wow, this cannot be just a coincidence. Now, wouldn't it be great if not only we got to battle the robots of the Rust Devils or Rust Eagles or whatever they want to call themselves at this point in history, but we actually got to make our own killer robots like we did in Fallout 4's DLC. Either way, I am super excited and I can't wait to see what Bethesda does with the Metal Dome and the Rust Eagles of Appalachia. Let me know down in the comments below what you think is going to happen right here at the Metal Dome. I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you do to help support this channel just by watching this video, hitting that like button. All of that helps me more than you can know. If you want to do more, down in the links below is my Patreon page, or you can give a one-time gift through Ko-fi, or we also have PayPal. All my other links are down below as well. Hey, one more thing. When you post your favorite Fallout pics on social media, on Facebook or on Twitter, put a hashtag KingFanMan. That way I can find them, and I'm going to start putting them at the end of my videos once again. So please do that. I hope to see you guys out in the waste of West Virginia. I am the KingFanMan. Bye, guys.